Good morning to you. It's 21 News Chief Meteorologist Eric Wilhelm here on this Thursday morning. It's the 16th of January. We finally have some wintry weather to talk about. Two rounds of wintry weather to discuss over the next few days, but things are fairly quiet this morning as of 8:20. The radar does not show a whole lot going on just yet. The cold air is still arriving as we speak, and so it's going to take a little while for the flurries and snow showers to get going. And I talked about this last evening on social media and on Weather for Weather Geeks and on 21 News at 6 and 11 that I would not expect any problems for the morning rush hour this morning. Our potential issues come more so later in the day as this cold air starts picking up some moisture as it goes over Lake Huron and Lake Erie. I'm expecting some snow showers and flurries to get going. Here's our simulated radar. As we go through time here, I'll roll this forward to this afternoon, and as you can see, not much happens until we get into the early to mid-afternoon. Some flurries will start popping. Roads should be fine through the first half of the afternoon. It's later in the afternoon as we get closer to sunset, which of course at this time of the year is still pretty early in the day, and temperatures continue to cool. Instead of around 30 to 32, it'll be more like 27, 28. So the snow will start having an easier time sticking as the air mass cools and we lose the daylight hours. So late this afternoon into this evening, scattered flurries and snow showers. Some places will be just fine. Some places may have some slick conditions here and there. Now, as we get into the evening, this is 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. What we'll be watching as we go through the evening is a potential band that has a Lake Huron connection. In other words, it's picking up moisture from Lake Huron, coming across Lake Erie, picking up more moisture, and then depositing it somewhere across the region. The most likely candidates for this band would be the farther north and east you go, up into Mercer County especially, but even parts of Trumbull County may get in on the act a little bit. And again, this is as we get into the evening, past sunset this evening. This is 7, 8, 9 o'clock. This band may wiggle around here and there. Wherever this thing is, you're going to have low visibility, you're going to have slick conditions, and that's where we have the highest risk of some snow accumulations. Now, the flurries and snow showers will linger up through midnight, 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and then I think we're in the clear as we go into tomorrow morning. As far as today, and especially late today and into tonight's snow, this is our snow map from yesterday. Unchanged, really. A coating to an inch at most in a lot of places south of 224. Once you get up to the Youngstown area, and especially northeast of Youngstown, Sharon, West Middlesex, heading over towards Mercer and the Greenville area, New Lebanon, etc., and even as far east as Grove City and New Wilmington, you may be dealing with an inch to even 2 or 3 by late today and into tonight, depending on where that band decides to wiggle. And I would include the eastern part of Trumbull County, especially from Yankee Lake on north towards Kinsman. I would include those areas in the zone that has the highest risk of seeing a pretty beefy lake effect band that can bring some accumulations late today and into tonight. All right, let's talk about our weekend system real quickly here. After a calm day on Friday, snow will push back into the region overnight, past midnight, Friday night into Saturday morning. So by 3, 4, 5 in the morning, we'll start to see some snow. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky forecast from a precipitation type aspect. We're talking a possible mixed precipitation situation as we go into mid-morning. So snows for a few hours, and then maybe we'll start seeing some sleet, and we might even have a brief period of freezing rain around mid-morning on Saturday. This is 7, 8, 9 o'clock in the morning. Start seeing some of these kind of peaches and pinks showing up, indicating our model wants to spit out something other than just snow. So snow at first, maybe a couple of hours or a few hours worth of some sort of a wintry mix, and then everyone should see a transition to just plain old rain by the end of the morning and around lunchtime on Saturday. It'll be a cold rain, it'll be accompanied by a gusty wind. It's not going to be nice outside, but we won't be dealing with frozen precipitation in most spots once we get into the midday hours into the afternoon. So our potential travel troubles on Saturday are primarily in the morning hours, with improving conditions as we get into the afternoon. Here's a look at our latest modeling. Let me get out of the way here. Our latest modeling for the late Friday night, Saturday morning snow. You can see that we have a range from about 1.5 inches or so up to our top model here has over 4 inches. I kind of think 2 or 3 inches. Somewhere in here is the most likely accumulation in the most spots. Again, not all the snow in the world, but pay attention more so to the potential impacts than the exact amounts that you might see. If you have to head to work Saturday morning, if you have any reason to be on the roads especially before 10 a.m., pay attention to forecast updates over the next couple of days. And of course, we'll be bringing you frequent updates on the potential for some impactful snow as the weekend gets underway. Real quickly, a word about the medium range pattern here. Winter's going to settle in for a few days, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I think temperatures will start to moderate by a fair amount towards the end of the week, but then I do think beyond that we get hit by another wave of typical January weather, but considering how warm it's been, it's going to seem pretty cold. So a little bit of a lull in the cold pattern late next week, but then I do think the temperatures cool off again back into near average or below average territory as we round out January and gets set to head into February. Look for more updates on the longer range, of course, on future editions of the Valley's most in-depth geeky weather forecast video, Weather for Weather Geeks, posted every evening, usually in the 7 o'clock hour. I'll have a fresh edition this evening, along with updates on our emerging snow showers throughout the day on social media. Have a great Thursday, everyone.